The Seagulls taking Bulldogs in a few minutes, so yeah, stay tuned. I'll be back.
How the Saints came marching in Anzac Day 2005. Then Benji throwing this Hail Mary in '09. Full of grace. What about this? The 2010 finals. Grayson Astor's fantastic field goal. It's Adam Wells in 2012. Away in the final play. On the bounce. Away champions. Celebrate another beginning. We're our golden past.
Please be quiet.
An unforgettable games. Meets not just the present, but our future. The Sydney Football Stadium. Allianz. Where heroes come to make history.
Question about that. What an occasion it will be at Allianz Stadium. It kicks off, of course, tonight, Friday night footy here live on Fox League at Accor Stadium. The Bulldogs taking on the Seagulls in both teams' final game of 2022. Warren Smith along with Steve Locker Roach and James Hooper to bring you all the action tonight. The Bulldogs, of course, building up to a big campaign next year under a new coach, Locker, but tonight they get a chance to send out Mick Potter, the interim coach, with perhaps one final victory after he took over Trent.
Running ball game, and to get that over there, 3 people had to stop her and they couldn't do it, so yeah, it's so impressive.
Switches to rugby league in the last 14 or 15 months.
In here this evening against a Manly side. Let's face it, only a couple of months ago they looked set for the semis, and then the wheels fell off. What a performance last week against the Canberra Raiders, 48-6. But
they just had numbers there, the Dragons. They had to make the
Third straight game, in fact, in which they conceded 40 points or more. They'd like to put that to bed and try and finish on a high note here against the Bulldogs this evening. It's a very different side, though. Des Hasler at the beginning of the season, of course. No Jack Trbojevic, no Tom Trbojevic. We've known that for a long time now. Davey Cherry Evans and Kieran Foran to lead them out. This will be Kieran Foran's final game. He's 196 with the Seagulls before moving on, of course. He'll be part of the new squad up there, the Gold Coast Titans in 2023, and what an absolute Trojan he has been.
what a magnificent competitor. When you talk about Kieran Foran, I'm sure all the players that have played alongside him, I can't believe the Manly club are letting him go, but anyway, he's off to the Titans, and he'll be a big success up there.
Bulldogs will come down the tunnel here. A couple of 100 games bringing up milestones tonight. They will help lead them out. Jeremy Marshall King plays the 100th game of his NRL career. No mean feat. After playing one game with the Tigers back in 2017, he was probably working demolition on a building site and got a chance to link up with the Bulldogs. And here he is, 99 games later. Josh Adokar brings up game number 150 in his career. Raymond Faitala Mariner plays his 100th game in the NRL as well. It's quite the milestone night to finish out 2022 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good luck to all those players. And Josh Adokar, is there a better sight of this man in full flight? He had a little bit of a slow start to the season, but 16 tries for the Bulldogs. I'm sure you'll want to finish off well tonight.
He didn't score a try in their first 5 games this season. In fact, before he broke his duck in round 6, he's been pretty much scoring a try per game pace from that point on. Davey Cherry Evans has been a quiet end of the season for Daly and of course the Seagulls having lost 6 in a row. Plummet from finals contention. We're underway here, the first of 2 games tonight. A night to remember on Fox League. We take you from Homebush and Accor Stadium to the brand new Allianz Stadium at Moore Park. Beyond this one for the Roosters and the Rabbitohs. King takes it away here for the Bulldogs. They hold him up. 4 Seagulls defenders there in the tackle at one stage before Marshall King comes back to the middle. And Josh Jackson works it up here to play about 15 short of the halfway line. Goes across to King once again. Second carry in this opening set. Taken there around the legs by Dylan Walker, another player on the move at the end of this game tonight, or end of the Warriors. Marshall King feeds it back. First test for the back 3 tonight. Kyo Weeks in the fullback jersey. A little bit of game time last week coming on the back end of the game against the Raiders. And that big loss in the nation's capital. This is just game number 3 in the NRL for the rookie fullback tonight, playing 20-year-old. Hails from the Asquith May plays the same junior club as the man who will depart the Seagulls, and Kieran Foran heads to the Gold Coast. Croker at dummy half. Comes across here to Marty Takau, who looks like the King and company. He's in the tackle there, including Kyle Flanagan. And also Braden Burns. Now Croker slips over. Dummy half, nothing doing there. And this is the last of it. Pressure on the kick of Cherry Evans, pushing out from Marker. King didn't quite get to him. Goes down to Ravarillo. Unmistakable in these glow orange boots. He leads up with the Fox, who steps back on the inside there, away from the birthday boy, 20-year-old Tolu Kola. Leaves his teams behind him as the Bulldogs work it away. We get downstairs to James Hooper.
G'day Warren and Blocker evening everybody. Well, right on cue, the rain has started to fall as this game has kicked off. And we see the Bulldogs awarded here the penalty. 15 degrees, expect conditions to be a little bit slippery, Warren, as we see the rain really starting to come down a little bit heavier.
From Burton finds the sideline, so the Bulldogs the first chance to go on the attack here. Nature's one last blast of winter today as we get into the first couple of days of spring as Burton turns it back on the inside for those milestone men and Faitala Marin. Just outside the Seagulls 30, it's Marshall King. Comes back here through Jackson. Now King works it up, out the back to Marshall King. And there's a chance there for Flanagan back on the inside, but Marshall King just couldn't find him. From dummy half, it goes through Flanagan. And the relay keeps going. Burns up against Ben Trebojevic. Perez has put a little time on the sideline.
A little bit unfortunate at the start there, or the finish to that set. Marshall King, once he gets a little bit of an offload, he takes off. He's got wonderful speed. Here's the replay, just the flick out the back from Burns. He's got his foot on the sideline there, Perez. And then we'll restart here on the 10-metre line with the play the ball.
It was threatened to rain throughout the afternoon in the inner west of Sydney. It's really teeming down here now, right as James Hooper said, from the kickoff. Drizzly conditions, southerly as well. The Bulldogs slightly in this first half. They'll run on the big expanses on Accor Stadium as the pass from Walker finds 4. He goes further, just out there to the left edge where Andrew Davey does well, puts the brakes on before he heads across the sideline. Now Ben Trebojevic. They brought it back to almost the halfway line. 4 plays gone in this set from Foran. Goes to back on the inside.
Yes! Oh yeah, boys! Hell yeah, my niggas! Yeah, boys! That'll come in. Yes!
To get this one underway.
See, that's a powerful.
Yes!
Just straight through the boot, off the defensive line, off the Bulldogs, but have a look at them support the play. Dylan Walker, wonderful player, playing the block forward normally, playing in the centre, just that pass back on the side. He started at Walker, got the football back. Cherry Evans gets the footy, great support there from the halfback. Not really go the length of the field. After the Bulldogs had made the he got on the back of a penalty. That's just a wonderful pass there. Great awareness from Cherry Evans to support the ball carrier. And Manly opened the scoring.
Marshall King is heading to his left-hand side to try and make it a two-man tackle on this man, Dylan Walker, who put simply through the hole that was vacated by Jeremy Marshall King, and then Walker did well to link up and find Cherry Evans backing up. He scores underneath the black dot as the rain continues to fall here at Parkwell Stadium in the Olympic Park precinct. Verdi's own try and make this a 6 points to 0 lead. Cherry Evans from right in front, no mistake. And it's a bright opening for the Sea Eagles here tonight against the Bulldogs.
The Manly Circles looking to snap a 6-game losing streak. They are off to a flying start. We see Dylan Walker there to top. Simply, he backs up Dylan Walker, and this is his farewell game for the Manly Sea Eagles. So he'll enjoy that nice early touches off to the New Zealand Warriors next year. And of course, Manly, they also want to try and send the champion 5'8", Kieran Foran out as a winner this evening.
I'll tell you what I did enjoy. Simply pace off the mark. The big fella, off the pass there, and Dylan Walker back on the inside, just pulled off. Showed plenty of class with his ball playing skills there. Walker puts Cherry Evans over.
A real feature, that ball playing through the middle, normally off the bench for the Sea Eagles, Dylan Walker, but of course with all the injuries they have at the back end of the season, called upon tonight to be in the starting side. See how they fare without him next year in that role. It's a real pick up though for the Warriors. Here's Cherry Evans as they keep it alive down the sideline. He and Tupelovu combining before it comes back to the middle. And there's Riola Kawatu, then down the short side, come to Cherry Evans again. Ball was there. Bulldogs stop the Manly's kick a 40 out from the Canterbury line. Kroger, second last play in this set, finds Walker, it goes to Foran, and he pokes his nose through the line. Good stop there by Faitala Mara, he had to as well. Otherwise they were away again. Walker at the line, on the last, finds Davey, who puts an ad-lib grubber in, coming across. Boys, what nocturnal here all of a sudden. And Outdoor Stadium is pouring down on the Bulldogs to work it away from inside their own 10.
Yeah, that's good to see David Cherry Evans, the captain of Manly, after a disappointing game last week against the Raiders. And they've beaten comfortably. Scores the opening try. They're a much better team when he gets his hands on the ball. His involvement early has been outstanding.
It's fair to say, not the biggest crowd we've seen at the NRL game this season here tonight, given that both teams are outside the top 8 and have been for some time now, but they've been sent scurrying the driest seats. Man, it's raining here, so Marshall King waiting at dummy half. The Bulldogs survive another scare there, big meters for the Sea Eagles in that set after points. Canterbury have got it back in Manly territory. There is Josh Jackson, comes towards Sibley, and also Davey for the Sea Eagles, who's off contract at the end of this game tonight, looking for a deal beyond 2022, and he's been quite vocal about the fact that the salary cap for next year is still unknown for all 16 clubs, or 17 clubs as it will be. Goes from Flanagan, right his left-hand side, where Corey Waddell is making his first appearance in 5 weeks, having served a lengthy suspension. Now Burton, took back through the middle, pushing up. Avarillo was there. Great work by Marty Tapau. He links up with Kaio Weeks, and they work it away here to bring it back to their own 10. Terrific stuff by big Marty Tapau.
Gee, I like the way both sides are playing there. The kick back infield for Avarillo there from Burton, but Marty Tapau was on his game. Collects the footy and straight away to Weeks. Gee, looks a lively customer. The young fullback, looks like he's got plenty of speed. It's a good start from Manly.
Stands 182 centimetres, does Kaio Weeks, weighs 90 kilograms. Biggest fullback we've ever seen, but no shrinking violet by the same token. Sipley, speaking of non-shrinking violets, he plays it there just short of 40. There's Foran to kick from inside the red stripe. Good kick as well. He had Carraz under huge pressure up against the sideline. The rain pouring down. He did a full 360 and still managed to make a clean catch.
He would have been a little bit worried about that kick too. Where he's positioning his feet were. He's already gone into touch early on in the game. That's well done there by Carraz.
He has been super impressive. He made his debut in the season. Number 15 years old. Playing here with a brand new set, the Bulldogs. Marshall King jumps out.
Yes.
Here's Burton picked up a legs tackle there by Kawatu. See if they can hit back. Vaughan also moving on to the Super League in the UK at the end of the season. Here's Max King, trapped down there around the legs by Tapau. To the left-hand side, Flanagan very flat on Jackson. Nothing doing through the middle. A tackle there of Croker. 4 tackles gone. On the left-hand side, that's where it comes. Burton turns it back on the inside there where Aaron shot. Loses his footing. Last play now for the Dogs. It's Burton. Rubbers off the outside of the boot. Well waited. Oh, it just beat the chase. Coming through at speed. There was a chance there for Braden Burns, but he couldn't get there in time. Manly take a quick tap. They work it away back beyond their third.
Yeah, looks like he was aiming for that upright there, Burton. The ball just missed it completely. The yardage they're making through the middle here. The Dogs have got to tighten up there. Very slow to retreat at the moment.
There's been a handful a couple of times now, Kieran Foran. Good run once again there, putting them deep on the attack off the back of that quick restart from the 20. And then still sweeping in from the south-southeast. There's only work it down this right-hand side. Play it there eventually through Weeks as Cherry Evans has to wait for the pass. Walker, flat pass there, maybe a little more than flat perhaps. Play on is the call. Sickly will stop this time around. 30 metres out. Goes back to Cherry Evans. Here's Kawatu proving a handful to Burton. He gets a goal eventually from Aaron Shop and certainly needed it. It's just about away. Such a strong back row. Cherry Evans off the outside of the boot. Good catch in mid-air by Cole, and because it was in mid-air, it'll be a penalty to the Seagulls.
Yeah, it just showed what a handful he is. Ola Kawatu always talk about him getting some early ball from a flat-footed start. Here's the kick just across field. Come away with the penalty. They take the quick tap again, Manly. They're on the attack. They fancy themselves here.
And the rain has gotten heavier. Hard to believe. Here is Howe. Combination there of Waddell. Around the legs was Jackson. And new set on top of the Bulldogs line. Croker goes to Cherry Evans. Cut out ball.
Yes! Yes!
Worked by Christian Tuapolotu. And Manly have a second 4-pointer.
Yeah, here we go. Back. Catch that ball. Tuapolotu. Gets the football. David Cherry Evans has been in everything so far. Early in this game, scored the opening try. Just see how they're caught in field there. I think it's O'Carroll on this side. David Cherry Evans looks up. There's got no one out there. This side goes through. They got the repeat set that they needed. That's a great ball there from David Cherry Evans. His involvement's been outstanding there and again.
Bulldogs cracking pretty simply off the back of the pressure. The set restart there from the top of the line, plus of course penalty for the tackle in mid-air, which is a bit of a tough one. It's a penalty, there's no question about that, but you're thinking your own mind, and the centre catches the ball a couple of metres out from the line. You put a shot at him, no matter whether he's in the air or on the ground. So they had to make the tackle and give away the penalty, and off the back of that, Cherry Evans finds Tuapolotu and Manly lead at 10 points to 0. These points very handy given the conditions here suddenly. He's off slightly as we speak. Cherry Evans, a good strike, hits the upright. Absolutely clattered into it. Stays at 10 points to 0, James Hooper.
And it was Daly Cherry Evans to that man, Christian Tuapolotu, Warren, who threw a beautiful pass. But it was also the work from Kieran Foran. Earlier in the set, through the middle of the field, nice and early in the tackle count. What he always does, he digs into the line, as Blocker Roach likes to say, he dances in the valley of death. He loves it, Kieran. It's his farewell game in the Sea Eagles colours, and he will absolutely want to go out a winner, given everything he's done with his club.
Tell you what, it's pretty wet in the Valley of Death here tonight at National Stadium.
They look like ground rats at the moment, don't they? It's a good start from Manly. I know they lead 10-0. 6 from 6 to start the game in these conditions. There's he'd be scratching his head. Where's this doing?
Somebody turned the tap off because the rain has just about disappeared. Quite remarkable. From a monsoon to almost complete stop of the rain. Another penalty here for the Sea Eagles, so the Bulldogs can't take a trick to begin this contest. And Jerry Evans will find the line and find plenty of good meters as well. And they'll have it just like that already, almost back in Bulldogs territory. Ben Travojevic out there at left centre with the tap, taking the place of Brad Parker, who was very good defensively, albeit in a team beaten by 42 points last week. He was one of their best. Parker strained a hamstring during the week, so Travojevic out there in the centres once again. And Croker, it comes to Marty Tapau, works it forward, stopped there by King and also Jackson. They're set with some depth on either side here. Walker, first receiver at left-hand side, finds forward. Here's a chance for Travojevic. When that is, Jake and Tom watching on. Davey from dummy half. Forward, goes to Walker. And Cherry Evans, floating. Weeks is there, he's sharp, coming in at a gun, almost a clean miss. Coming here, horrible play inside the Bulldogs' 10. Tackles up their sleeve again to set restart.
Maybe. Try maybe.
Nobody pushing through though, and all they've got there and forced the ball. They've got themselves a goal line dropout.
It was a good idea there from forward in these sort of conditions. The ball just pulls up pretty quickly. Looked like the outside men there from the Manly side had missed the jump. They will get the football back. They're under the pump, aren't they? A couple of repeat sets against the Bulldogs. Got to try and hang on right now.
And Matt Burton sensing the situation, going short here. Good catch up above them, coming down with it. It was thrown to Marlo Vaenga. His chance last week against the Raiders. He's had too much possession. Understandably, a 42-point loss. We'll see if he gets a chance. Showing speed tonight. Foran sliding, finds Cherry Evans. Weeks, and they put the brakes on that. They're running out of runway on this right-hand side. And they're 5 metres out from Cola to Cherry Evans. Big head flat, the ball knocked down there by Shot. Comes back to Cola, so more pressure here on the Dogs' defence. Nailed to the spot inside their own red zone. It's the last 10 minutes. Cherry Evans, Croker, now to Powell. They're simply pushing up and support the former Bulldog himself. Offloads here. Here is Aston again. He's giving Burton fits. And he just stopped him. Lado Carr hanging into his coattail. Shot was there as well. Through Croker. Finds Walker Foran. This looks good. Foran taking them on again. Grabbed there by Flanagan. Taking him down, but only just. He's on a mission tonight to go out a winner. His final game as a Sea Eagle.
Yes!
Getting across the line. That will certainly help. There it again. 3 tries here for the Sea Eagles. And they're just about keeping pace with the clock. It's one-way traffic.
Yeah, Warren's been all way to possession here to the Manly side, but they've been good enough to score. They're 10 from 10 to start this game of footy. Marty Tapau getting one-on-one. He's been full of running tonight so far. Getting one-on-one, he's just going to bounce over and go over the top of you. They just changed the point of attack. They've got a couple of 6-agains here. And here's the first one. Manly, with all that possession, good enough to score. The Power positioning himself on the outside of Marshall King, who threw out an arm, and then they can't make the one-on-one tackle. He's a big man. He scores for Manly. That's their 3rd try.
Despite the 6 straight losses coming into this game tonight, they've been able to shake that off. determined to finish 2022. Positive note, Marty Tapau, as we said, unsigned beyond the end of this season. A mistake, perhaps. Somebody could still be a factor. 2023 going onwards. Any news there on Marty Tapau hoops?
He is a brilliant agent, right, and he has spoken at length this season about the fact that he feels as though he still has unfinished business in the NRL. Look, he's been a great servant for Manly over the course of the last 4 seasons, and he would have particularly enjoyed that moment. It's his farewell game in the maroon and white, and he gets a try to celebrate.
It's quite a night already for the Seagulls, and as we said, a number of players milestones. We've got birthdays, players departing. They lead 16 points to 0. Restart from the Bulldogs, goes down the left. Simply to bring it back. He's played his part in first try tonight. Here he is offloading on a half break as well, and just like that, Walker takes it beyond the 20, and it's all Manly here tonight. Tapau now, full of running. Another 10 solid metres right there. We're midway through this first half, and the Seagulls 16 blocks. David.
There's no deterrent for them to run the footy. They've all run the footy so hard, haven't they? When you have a look at it, he's simply again just charging up through the middle. The Doggies get their act together here.
Kick here. Another will come up with possession. And that'll be the Bulldogs' first touch for a long time. Manly have had the last 8 sets in a row. Repeat set penalties and 2 tries. And amongst all of that possession, they're now 12 from 12 to begin the game, despite the monsoonal conditions we've had.
Yeah, it's been a great effort so far. You'd be wondering, as I said a little bit earlier, where's this performances? Where have they been? They've come out of the blocks. They've started so well. The completions has been big for the Manly side.
Burton thinking 40, 20. The ball gets a bounce that goes over the head initially of Weeks, and then Weeks with a nice piece of poise there to keep the ball in play and put his foot into touch at the same time. And now Jeremy Marshall-King gives away yet another penalty. This one for a crusher type tackle on the back of Kyo Weeks. Watch this again, makes the initial contact there. It's one of those ones where the ball carrier spins. Almost hard to avoid the contact here from Marshall-King. It's not been a penalty now, so now they get the benefit of the 3 metres once again. That was a pretty clever piece of play by Weeks to keep that in play. What a kick by Burton.
Yeah, it's a great kick by Burton. He would have been thinking about it all week, that Burton's got that great bomb and great kicking game. Sensational to see the young bloke just take it on. He looks quite comfortable there. Foran gives it to Davey, and Manly make their first mistake of the game. And it is breezy, the rain drifting in again from the south. The Bulldogs have a chance here, a chance perhaps. Play the ball inside the opposition 20, but that just 4 off them at this point of the game. Marshall-King for Flanagan, goes to Jackson. To veteran, signed through the end of 2023 is Josh Jackson, playing game number 241. The Bulldogs here this evening. King, that one is laid down. Slow play the ball though for the Bulldogs. Marshall-King goes to Flanagan, starting guns. He gets to the defensive line. He's easily handled there. A very solid tackle. James Amanis is out there making his debut tonight. Now shot, runs back towards the same man. He makes a tackle there around the legs. In 3 seasons with the Bulldogs, now he's a Seagull. Neither here, Flanagan moves to the other end of this one. They look way too big off the boots. Instead of being a 20-metre restart though, it's going to be a penalty. Bulldogs, Manly offside. Kicks the ball dead in goal there. It's too much. You're not going to get away with it there, Amarillo. Ball goes dead in goal. The Bulldogs get a penalty. They've got to get one back here. They've got the opportunity now. 10 metres out. See what they can come up with.
Dogs work it forward. They do that through Joe Stimson. Some early changes from both coaches here in their middle third rotation. Stimson hangs up to the end goal area and will go back to play it. The leader around Flanagan did well there. Burton counter attack and a little.
Yes! Boy, yes!
It says he hit the jaw before the corner
What?
post. Wouldn't mind seeing that again because, boy, it was close. A very confident call, all the same, by the sideline official.
They should be checking that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nip and tuck.
Well, I think Carl looked pretty confident too. It's a great front on tackle. No, he's out. It's a great call there from the touchy.
Foot there, just before he plants the ball down. And he planted the ball down with that foot on the line. The plant down, it was good. No problem there with the touchdown, but the foot was on the line. The man with the flag. Really quick and correct call.
There's some sort of scramble there from the Manly side. The last game of the season, round 25, and they've showed a little bit of desperation with their defence. In front comfortably, 16-0. That was good to see him scramble.
As close as the Bulldogs have gone to scoring here tonight, and here's a bit of put down by Josh Schuster, who is fresh on the field. It was a nice, in fact. That error there. First touch. Ends up with the Bulldogs coming up with possession, but now he is another situation. This time Marshall King on the receiving end.
You might be calling here for a little bit of a crusher. Olakawatu is involved in the tackle, just swung him around. I don't know. You have to see a replay to see how he landed. Get in some uncomfortable positions here. A little ruck over the top there, a little bit high.
That was the issue. James Romanis coming across here and just got him there on the jaw. So we see the 23-year-old coming serial number 640 here this evening, making his debut. Marshall King here is going to be asked to play the ball. So Buck had a chance to take a look at that. No, we're going to change our mind. Very late in the piece, it was going to be just to play the ball and play on for the Bulldogs. Instead, they have seen the contact. It will be on report. And the Dogs get a chance here from deep on the attack.
They have a couple of opportunities to get themselves back into the game here, the Dogs. Very passive with their attack. Marshall King leading the field now.
Free to change for the Bulldogs. Zach Dockart's line will come in for his appearance for 2022. The utility is Burton. Finds the line. They got them on the attack. 15 metres out from the Seagulls line, looking for their first points of the game. 14 before the break here in game 1 of 2 tonight on Fox League. That is the blockbuster beyond this. The Arch-Enemies going at it. The Roosters and the Rabbitohs. Brand new Allianz Stadium. Burton stepping. Mars comes back to the middle. Ball's put down by Stimson very early. And the tackles count as well. They waste a chance there.
So you always got to be ready to catch the ball. We saw Burton just floating back in third off his left foot. Should have swallowed that pass there, Stimson. And another error here from the Bulldogs. They're not on tonight. Had a couple of opportunities, but just can't complete.
All his hands have been tremendous given the conditions. 13 from 15. So many more player balls. Some territory by contrast to the Bulldogs. And now Manly put it down. So after we had all those sets in a row, 12 in fact, before they put the ball down through the man who makes the mistake again here, Andrew Davey. Setting there up in a short space of time from the left edge forward. It's straight back to the Bulldogs.
Starting to power off for his first stint. It's a good effort too, 9 runs for 71 metres, so Well, I would have been tempted if I was Des to leave him out there. He was playing pretty good. Well, he gets his first rest of the evening.
Let's see what the Bulldogs can offer here. Smiling Marty's down, he's back to the bench. As the Dogs come on the attack. Here's Flank. Goes to Burton. At the back is Amarillo. Cobble came up very quickly. Right into the Seagulls has left plenty of points in recent games. Dogs in front of the uprights here. Take it forward for Bulldogs Junior. Back in the top grade this week. They played New South Wales Cup last weekend. Only 200 metres in that game as well. So he found a bit of form and he's straight back to the bench here tonight. Double play from dummy half. Down across to Flanagan, who bypasses Stimson. Amarillo is sliding sideways before Burns straightens things up. With hands there by Raz under pressure. Pass from Burns. The winger was expecting it. He's a live wire. They're ready to go. Flanagan, he finds double play. Here's Burton, showing it, taking them on. Stop there, a good tackle by Olakawatu. Double play, comes back to the middle. Flanagan. Tries to find Taylor now. It's big fend on Kieran Foran. Good hands.
Yes!
And the Bulldogs do hit that. It took some doing, but they get there eventually.
She's a big body for Tara Mara. He can get the ball away, just standing in tackles. Telling you did well there too. Kyle Flanagan just summed the situation from the flop back there. Just keeps himself alive, doubles around. Here's the offload there. Daly Cherry Evans always tries that hit throw. Tara Mara is a little bit too strong for it. Gets the offload. Exactly what they needed, the Doggies. Get them going now. Burn scores.
A little bit of possession for the Bulldogs on the back of penalty. Martis based on the court. It was a good piece of work by Kyle Flanagan, wasn't it? Good catch and pass. Braden Burns, who plans to lead the police force back to the Central West and beyond. And Wellington and Parks thereabouts on the end of his NRL career. Good stuff there in good fashion. Right centre. 16-4. That was important. They grabbed at least one here and didn't leak any more points before half-time. And now from out near the touchline. Matt Burton did just left Boogle Fizz. His goal-kicking practice under the tutelage of the great Darryl Halligan, who seems to be the kicking coach for just about every team. Hardest working man in rugby league, besides yourself, of course.
Oh, of course, yes. So we take a little clip too. Every side.
He does very nicely, Darryl. Watching this kick is some interest. Not bad one, trying to bend it back, and he does. There you go. Well, tip from Darryl Halligan, no doubt, watching on tonight. Matt Burton converts in tough conditions. Out near the sideline, 10 points the difference, back at 16-6.
You'll enjoy that, Raymond Fatala Mariner. He is celebrating a milestone match with being his 100th NRL game. And look, the Bulldogs did it in style this week at Belmore. They brought some of his family in. They also brought some of Jeremy Marshall King's family in as well. And it's Josh Addo-Carr's 150th game too. So the club put a really nice tribute piece together, and you'll enjoy that moment. Raymond Fatala.
Play control up there. It's the bit of Penguin Junior brings it back. And Fatala Mariner, also the King Stephen Medal nominee for the Bulldogs. His charity is the Henry Bankstown Hospitals. There's a lot of work around mental health with them as well. And a very worthy nominee for the King Stephen Medal in 2022. So the Bulldogs put straight down. Joe Stimson's had a tough couple of moments, along with Andrew David on the other side for the Seagulls. Back rowers brings a Tarzan's grip. Some dry hands. They won't get any at the moment because the rain's pouring down again.
Especially after the kick return there, after point scored, Penguin Junior just exploded onto the ball. You'll love it when he tries to break tackles rather than just ball playing before the line. It's a big human.
Seagulls go on the attack. Ben Travojevic playing the ball on the ground before he was back on his feet. Could have given away possession very easily there. At half-time, we'll hear from James Tedesco of the Roosters. The skipper out of the big season of the grandstand opener. Allianz Stadium, brand new stadium, 42,000 capacity. Occasionally it will be. Here's four and runs into Vitala Mariner. Doing it on both sides of the ball. That was a big shot. Now a switch. Which cuts back here to the middle. Once again from the tackle there of Rocket play. They'll play it on the last. Cherry Evans back through the middle trying to grab it for himself. It's just too big. Must have just touched the line there. And as a result, Averillo brings it back. Runs towards Laenga, and he will play it inside the Bulldogs 30.
We heard the coach of the Dogs, Mick Potter, talking before the game that they had to stop Cherry Evans and Kieran Foran. Near on being Manly's best players here in the first half.
That was a great shot, wasn't it? Vitala Mariner, the ball coming free. In the hands of Kieran Foran, and did very well to hang on to it.
Straight up, tough competitor in.
As always been. Here's Max King. Takes it 40 kids. The Bulldogs back.
Good luck.
Play waiting at dummy half. Penguy Jr. Good. Dell. Chasing in hard though. Coleman coming in from right centre. He's around the legs. If you will play a set leg start as well for the left there around the legs. William is involved in the tackle. And we're on to the new set of six. Goes the Flanagan. Vitala Mariner makes himself with Kieran Foran, who's up in his face, and trying to accommodate him there very handily as well. Now Flanagan, Dr. Clark, Stevenson, straightens up. They get a bit of shape here on his left hand side. Where Burton waits at first receiver. Junior back on the inside, spins away from one tackle. And there was a knock-on before the pass was intercepted there by Ethan Bullmore. He thought he was away and running. There was a knock-on which came off a Manly player, which kills the play stone dead.
It's not a bad play there. Burton going up the line again off his left foot. Looking for Penguy Jr.
So
Lucky to hang on there.
You see it just coming free there as he absorbed the impact. No doubt it did touch the defender's body, so even though he got the ball back, there's a knock-on. And the Sea Eagles will begin here. Scrum at their own 10, as opposed to Bullymore screaming down the field. It might have been something to stop as well. Going to give someone a fair chase.
I think Averillo was caught up in the line too, attacking there for the Dogs. Bullymore, we know he can run. We're going to make him move to effort. The chase would have been on.
Be important as the rain sweeps it again. Bulldogs now on this next set of six. It's not six remaining. Half time. Croker goes with the hands of water. Shows it on the outside. You have Mars pushing up there. End support. Slow play the ball. Despite Walker not being taken to the ground. Foreman goes at the back. And there from Weeks away to Davies. It wasn't Travojevic. It was in fact Ben Travojevic. He puts it down this time. The Dogs come away with it. So it's been back and forth as far as the mistakes are concerned. Early in tackle counts. Almost 10 minutes or so after both teams were tremendous with their hands to begin the game.
Well, they started so well, didn't they, the Manly side? They were 10 from 10 to start the game and led 16 points to nil. They're falling in a little bit of a hole now.
From out near the sideline, Chuck taking no chances here. Putting on a pass, he was running back towards the middle, giving some options on either side of the play the ball. As Dr. Clay, he finds Max King. Nice wide ball from the dummy half as well. Passing off the ground there to the front rower. Same thing here for Flanagan. He puts it in the air, rain pouring down, and Weeks completely lost the track of the ball. Now he's in trouble to bring it back. He runs towards Vitala Mariner, who's got him around the shoulders and no more is the ball, but looking up into the monsoonal type rain, he just completely lost the ball, the fullback.
Yeah, I didn't think the chase was that good there from the doggies. I wonder whether he was aware. Would the ball have gone dead in goal here after that big bounce? He plays at it in the back weeks and gets caught in the in-goal area.
So Matt Burton goes short. Bulldogs drop out. Jerry Evans trying to drive on toward the sideline. I'll tell you what, when he found the gap as well, that was skidding across the turf and in a touch on one bounce.
I can't believe the ease that he took that with. Is that Burns? It was a great take.
Just firing off this sodden turf at Cool Stadium suddenly. The Dogs within range again. Just outside the 20, Keaton playing it there. He's Pengo Jr. Goes up the back of Flanagan. Fatala Mariner taken down there by 4. It's been quite the battle between those two in the last 5 minutes. Out of dummy half.
Yes! Yes!
He dives across the line. He has the first try of his NRL career. Becomes at 27 years of age and closes the gap to the Bulldogs.
And well done to Dr. Clay there. Showing them they've got a fair bit of ball they can score at the Dogs. Great tackle there by Kieran Foran. And then the quick play of the ball. Built low to the ground, but explosive speed. A little bit of footwork at the line. Slippery conditions. Dr. Clay goes in for the Dogs, number 2.
He's been out of dummy half and he's built close to the ground as well. Really tough.
Can it be?
Manly forwards in these breezy conditions to match it within from close range. And comes to Harry Grant type try right there, just using that speed, getting out. Flat-footed there, and step back on the inside, and what do you know, 16 points to 10.
They've done well to come back. It would have been easy to give up the ghost. See where they're finished in the premiership ladder. Round 25, down 16-0. To pay them a bit of credit here, the Dogs.
Tremendous night, isn't it? You're sitting out watching your team play. Jake Trebojevic, hoodie for Jake. Brad Parker doing a fair impersonation there of Vincent Van Gogh, and then also Ruben Garrick alongside him.
I think I'd be sitting in the rain or in the box somewhere, saying myself.
Burton converts again, makes it a 4-point differential here, 16-12, and a great moment for Zach Dr. Clay, James Hooper.
Sensational moment, wasn't it, Warren? Get us to that corporate box, Stephen. It's a heavy 11 down here on ground level. But look, a wonderful reward for Zach Dr. Clay, who's 27 years of age, refused to give up hope of cracking it into the NRL. He's been rewarded this season. That is his first try. And in more good news for the Bulldogs, Jeremy Marshall-King has passed his HIA.
Good news for the starting dummy half. The backup's been pretty good, hasn't he? Now he's a try scorer as well in the NRL. Pangai Jr. bringing it back. And he's here to make a statement tonight. That's not for Michael Potter, maybe for Cameron Serraldo, who will be the coach for the next 5 seasons at the Bulldogs. Will certainly sign for 5 years. Pangai Jr. letting the incoming coach know that, hey, no more of that New South Wales Cup stuff for me.
We know what an explosive runner he is. He's a great offloader of the footy, but I love it when he pins his ears back, especially in his own half. He started to set so well from the kickoffs. Here they go again, the Dogs. They're starting to roll forward and win a penalty.
This was all Manly to begin the game with that 16-0 scoreline through the opening 19 minutes. Now the Bulldogs storming back, and they'll get a chance here with maybe time for 3 or 4 plays before the break. At the break, as we said in our half-time show, we'll hear from Roosters captain, Australian fullback, of course, as well, elect James Tedesco. We go from Allianz Stadium, the Roosters and the Rabbitohs. The second game of 2 tonight on Friday night footy on Fox League. The only place to see both games. Burton takes it to the line. I'll stop him there, 20 metres out. Chance for at least one more play here. Comes through Marshall King. Here is Pengo Jr. Irfan Flanagan, who kicks that wide. He has missed the jump a little bit, but the kick wasn't quite high enough to have.
16-4 to lift the trophy. Tamara, who goes at just shy of 60% in her career, with one outstanding touchline conversion already. This one a lot easier, and strikes it over. The Roosters on top, 12 points to 6.
Given that such a talent plays hard.
James Tedesco, any banter among the boys about who's going to score the first NRL try at this new stadium?
No, I haven't really thought about that much. I think there's obviously a lot of excitement. Stadium's been built for a while now, and we get to run our first game, so it's obviously a lot of excitement. It's going to be packed crowd, sold out. So we've got a game to win, so that's our big focus at the moment.
The opposition has plenty of passionate players. They have won the last 4 against you. Has there been any discussion about channeling the emotion of the Roosters differently or in a other way tonight?
No, I think last week was a good test for us. There was a lot of emotion involved in the game in Melbourne, and even though Joe got syndrome, we still kept that cool a bit and won the game. So that was a good lesson for us, and I feel like we can build off that. Obviously, there's always going to be emotion when it comes to versing South. That's just what comes with the game. But we're on a path of building, getting better and better, and to get another win tonight.
Play well.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing James Tedesco in action from Allianz Stadium a little later, but next our experts get into the first half action from Akora, where Manly leads 16-12 over the Bulldogs at half time.
Sleep in, you go. Man, you do a hard work. Come on, kids. Hey, your hat. Water bottles.
Never ends. Love you.
With an average return of 8.88% per annum for the past 38 years, it's good to know your money is working as hard as you. Seabus Super, making hard work pay off.
Mount Everest, it calls us, begging to be conquered. So we climb. No matter how heavy the task, we continue to push, and whilst prying eyes wait to see us fall, we rise. And what we get is pure joy. Why seek the summit? Because we can.
The next gen Ford Everest.
Update your laundry now at Harvey Norman. Save up to $600 on selected Miele laundry packs, like this perfectly paired Miele front loader and heat pump dryer. This Samsung pack, just $2,694 plus $200 cash back. Receive up to a bonus $200 gift card on selected laundry packs, like this king-size LG pack, now $3,096. Or this stunning Fisher & Paykel graphite pack plus bonus $200 gift card. See the specialists now at Harvey Norman.
It's just pizza, right? Nothing special. Seriously? Delicious authentic ingredients, perfect sourdough base. People I'm way too comfortable with. McCain Rustica. Nothing special? Beg to differ.
Let hard work define you. But reward yourself when the job is done.
Choose VB for men. Avail grooming range made with beer.
Why? I've earned it.
At Hungry Jack's, fall in love with the new Memphis Jack's Fried Chicken, bacon, onion rings, and barbecue sauce. Memphis Jack's Fried Chicken. The burgers are better at Hungry Jack's.
New Bundaberg alcoholic ginger beer. From our backyard to yours. Made with Australia's favourite ginger beer, fresh from Bundy. Great for when unexpected mates drop by. You plug in the can.
Mount Everest, it calls us, begging to be conquered. So we climb. No matter how heavy the task, we continue to push, and whilst prying eyes wait to see us fall, we rise.
Parker, Cooper Cronk and Greg Alexander. Let's take a look at the Ford Ranger first half highlights. Brandy, despite the conditions out at a court, Manly did get on the scoreboard inside 5 minutes.
Well, 20 minutes, they played great football. And at the 20-minute mark, they scored 3 tries, and they opened them up very early, 5th minute. Despite the rain, and when they scored the third try through Marty Powell, they completed 12 from 12. So in terms of the conditions and what Manly did early, Cherry Evans, very influential in their opening 3 tries. Marty Powell was the third try for the Seagulls. But we spoke about motivation, and I would have thought when they led 16-0, the motivation from the Dogs would have waned terribly, but not so. The Dogs hit back and scored a couple of tries in the final 10 minutes of that half and got themselves back into the game when it looked like Manly were going to run away with it.
Yeah, it was 2 tries in 10 minutes, but this one's really great at Burns. For Taylor Murray, has been great both with and without football. Got a beautiful offside down to set up Burns for the first. And each change play, Zach Docker-Play comes on, and again, by Taylor Murray with the play of the ball, he's been physical defensively, but the conditions of play is bad. Dive over from close range. Would look like a dominant first 20 minutes for Manly. We're going to go on it. Credit to the Dogs, they fought back.
You see there the Seabar Superstars, I mean, pretty evenly matched in regards to their completion rate, as Coops just touched on, the conditions playing their part. Possession 53% going in the way of the Bulldogs, but it's a full line race to the Seagulls in that opening 20 minutes that Brandon touched on. That really sort of set them apart in the early stages of that game. But the conditions are definitely going to play a part in the second half, and who wants to hold the ball and control it and go on to win this game.
Our next stop tonight takes us to the brand new Allianz Stadium for the Roosters and the Rabbitohs' latest instalment of the Book of Feuds. Here's Matt Russell.
Cody Walker, tell us how tonight is important, given that you'll be head-to-head again in an elimination final next weekend.
Yeah, I think pride's pretty important. Obviously, when you come up against the Roosters, it's always a huge occasion. Obviously, they've got players out, we've got a few players out, so the 2 points is very important, obviously, and we're looking forward to getting that tonight.
You've been feeding your forwards raw meat in preparation for the opposition front rowers this evening?
Yeah, I don't think there's any extra added motivation for these sort of games. You know, the atmosphere gets you up, there's always a big crowd, and there's always a bit of feeling towards the game, so just didn't want to overplay things in your head through the week, and the occasion will get yourself up.
Do you feel like a visitor tonight?
Yeah, a little bit.
We'll play well, Cody.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Brilliant.
After a 2-year build, the countdown is on. We'll take you to Allianz right after this. But next, the second half from McCall Stadium is coming up on Fox League.
Hard work there, Wolf.
Gonna be a long day.
About
Coming up. Nice one.
With an average return of 8.88% per annum for the past 38 years, it's good to know your money is working as hard as you.
Not long now.
Seabus Super, making hard work pay off.
Harvey Norman, your Samsung mobile phone destination. For 5 days only, get the new Samsung Galaxy Z series and receive bonus Harvey Norman gift cards. Get the Galaxy Z Flip 4 and receive a bonus $300 gift card. Or the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and get a bonus $400 gift card. That's right, bonus gift cards up to $400 when you buy either the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 or Z Fold 4. Hurry, offer ends Tuesday. Get in store or online at Harvey Norman now.
It's just pizza, right? Nothing special. Seriously? Delicious authentic ingredients, perfect sourdough base. People I'm way too comfortable with. McCain Rustica. Nothing special? Beg to differ.
Let hard work define you. But reward yourself when the job is done.
Choose VB for Men, a male grooming range made with beer.
Why? I've earned it.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. Just know you're not alone, so I'm gonna make this
home is a journey, you need Australia's most flexible home loan from CommBank.
Mount Everest, it calls us, begging to be conquered. So we climb. No matter how heavy the task, we continue to push, and whilst prying eyes wait to see us fall, we rise. And what we get is pure joy. Why seek the summit? Because we can.
The next gen Ford Everest.
With amplified premium fuels and downcharge electric vehicle charging rolling out across Australia, Ampol powers our way of life. Ampol, Australia's own.
This is a grudge match. Both teams hate each other. The animosity between these two teams.
It's everything we've looked forward to all year.
Oh, it really will be a great occasion, one to remember. Rabbitohs up against the Roosters. The Roosters' home game, the first time that an arch rivals get to do it. Brand new Allianz Stadium. You'll see it live right here beyond full time between the Bulldogs and the Seagulls. Home side coming out at Outdoor Stadium. Just 40 minutes. Doing well to hit back, trailed by just 4 heading into the second half. Manly led 16 points to 0. If you missed all the action in the first half, and things turned around, helped out by the form through the middle. Once coming off the bench to Victor Pangai Jr. really got the Bulldogs going, Blocky.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I did like. He generally just goes to the line and tries the ball play before the line. Someone's got in his ear. He's charged onto the football since he's come on. They had a lot more ball then, but I think he turned it around. On the other hand, too, Sipley, I think he's been outstanding. Gets the opportunity when you see blokes like Martin Tapau and that for the Manly side leaving the club. Play some more minutes. I like his speed across the ground for the first 20.
He played a big role in the first try of the game, scored by Damien Cherry Evans. Nice work by Walker and Sipley. Burton gets us back underway for the second half. Kyo Weeks coming forward, playing in just his third game in the NRL. The rookie fullback makes the catch, plays here just inside the Seagulls 20. Sipley. Stop that tackle by Joe Stimson. 3 tries to 2. Opening half, it was Monsoonal. The kickoff, periods of that opening 40 minutes. And he was pretty good for a while there until both teams the dropsies towards half time. See how they fare here to begin on what is a sodden surface to begin this second half. Dylan Walker plant there through the middle. Looks like just extending that hip. I've got a bit of a tweak as he was taking the ground there. Simply inside his own 40. Goes back to Cherry Evans, who punches it through the line. Then it's a slippery old surface, as you can see there. The ball really skidding off the green turf. It's lurid green here tonight. The final game, the Bulldogs, their home grounds, and all the splashing up there as Carraz put the brakes on and then ran straight back into the tackle of Sipley and also Croker. And it's really back the best part of 10 metres. Strong defence on the Seagulls to begin this second half. Marty Tapau, good opening stint. He's been back on the bench for some time. He still leads though the VB hard-earned index. 48 VB points and a big smile as well. From the power lifter, Big Mark.
Well, I reckon they might have got a little bit of a rev up at half time, the Manly side, after losing 16 points to nil, and allowed the Bulldogs to claw back into the game.
Making off a set of 6, and Josh Adokar has crossed the Bulldogs. Momentum here has to go back and play on the spot. Now Burton puts it up. It's a deep one, maybe too deep. Nice catch made by Kyo Wicks. Had his issues with the rain. The catch in the first half, and now instead of Seed will be on the 20-metre line, so Wicks has to go back and tap it. So give it off to Christian Tuipulotu, who will gain about 7 or 8 here. Manly to work it away from their own end. No change to our half-time scoreline. A couple of minutes gone in this second half. It's been Travojevic. Jake and Tom watching on tonight. Falling pass from Croker and has been called as such. No mistake there, and this time between himself and Ethan Bullymore. The Bulldogs a chance, no doubt about that one.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty ordinary start there from the Manly side when that restart from Weeks. Just trying to get on with the play, get to that 20-metre line and restart as quick as you can. But some of the Manly forwards just dawdle back. They pulled it up. Make it a little bit more urgent than that to get behind the ball there when those restarts are happening. The other Dogs get the first opportunity in the second half. 32 metres out.
On the break a 4-game losing streak at the back end of this season. There is Braden Burns, one of their 2 try scorers. And along with Zach Rockard drag them back into the contest. Stimson, that's him off the shoulder there with Dylan Walker. Just outside the 20, Marshall King. On that left-hand side for Burden, showing it, comes out the back at Murillo, stopping and starting. Pass there, we want to put it over again. Instead, it's cleaned up by Pangai Jr. Sliding sideways. Flanagan does well. Here's a kick put on by Braden Burns. Going backwards, Angle do well to stay in the field of play. He managed to do that. And Manly will work it away from the corner of the field here. A chance for a Bulldogs ambush defensively. He's moved it downstairs to James Hooper.
We've got a very special guest, Warren, and the Manly champion, Jake Travojevic. Jake, firstly, how are you going? What's the injury update?
It's all good. It's all good. It's going nice. Obviously, it's a shame it being the end of the season. I get to play, but yeah, it's all right. It's life.
How was your coach, Desi Hasler, at half time? What do we have to say?
Mate, he's very calm, which is good. It was a good first half. Obviously, a few things we could say, but the boys started really well and just about get back in the rhythm, and hopefully we can finish the game well and hopefully finish the season. That'll be nice.
You'd love to send Kieran Foran out a winner, given everything he's done for the club.
Yeah, well, that was the best play. That's right. Yeah, mate, we had some really good service. It's their last game tonight, so it'd be nice if we could set him off well, especially George. He's been a great man. Yeah, great guy for our club. There's a few blokes there. It'd be nice to send him out.
Appreciate your time, Jake, and best of luck to making the World Cup.
Thanks, cheers.
He always effervescent. Jake Travojevic, Dylan Walker. The set of 6 was coming nowhere for the Seagulls. Tried out 20-40. Who it is? That's going to be Max King, in fact. Stand down that left-hand side, down that Max. Realised he's going to be the player. Who is it? Max
right up until that point. The rain starts pouring again. Smack the max kick. So nobody left the field. Nobody left the field. We started. Did we miss something? We stopped the game. It's the last game of the season, I guess. Comes up. There. The scrum by David. Touch.
Just looking at what's really broken off some ball line, and you have to pick it up.
Backwards. Slow-mo, suspended above the turf. Backwards, backwards, backwards. Picks it up there. I think they might win this. Clear's grab, but it was all going backwards in portion.
Ball's going backwards and then Bob the Croker strips the ball up without knocking it on. The challenge is successful. As the referee blows his whistle whilst the ball is in play, additional infringement, the scrum will be repacked. We repack the scrum. Challenge is successful, the ball goes backwards, and then the scrum again.
So we'll get to do it over again. Manly get the feed and they retain, of course, their challenge. Nothing worse than one of the back rowers puts their foot on the ball. Trying to scoop it up. That's exactly what happened there. It looked like it got stuck in the back row there. The conditions as they are. Max King update. He's still on the field, so got the green light, quite obviously. He might be fined for not coming off. Don't know. Never seen anything like it since the implementation of the independent doctor. He's curious in the extreme. It's Walker. He's putting out from his own line. No change still to the time score line. And a penalty now to the Seagulls.
He goes early, Matty.
Bulldogs jumping the gun there on that left-hand side of the field. And with Manly a chance to find the line through Cherry Evans, whose kicking boot has been prodigious, as it always is tonight. Another good one here. Takes them deep onto the attack. And see what they can offer. And he scored the first 3 tries of the game before leaking 2 before the break. It's Ola Kawatu who takes it down to play it. 35 metres out, pinches a metre here, and dragged down is the call. One of the markers for the Bulldogs.
It's taken back-to-back penalties for the Manly side to start this second half. They were caught on their own goal line. A number of errors to start the second half. Now they're on the attack.
It's Bullimore off Cherry Evans, who takes it down within 10 on the Bulldogs line. Roker waits at dummy half. He's Bullimore, who goes to forward. Now here's Woods, he's got plenty of speed.
Yes!
And got the ball down. Conversation between the officials, and all it looks as though this is going to be referred to the bunker as no try.
Well,
Confirm that he loses the ball in the field of play before it gets to the goal line.
he's slipping the in-goal area there, Weeks. Let's have a look at it. 2 in the tackle there for the Bulldogs. He's short, but he slides over. Momentum takes him over.
The hand comes away from the ball at this point, and you just need to see where that is relative to the try line.
Well, if his hand comes away from the ball, you'd have to think that it's knocked on because he's travelling in a forward direction despite the angle here from behind. Watch it from side on. He's going forward, the ball comes free. It would have to be a knock on. So he has lost it. Forget about re-gripping it because surely it's a knock on. What do you think, Blockie?
Well, that
As
one's
you
not
can
going to
see
tell us
on
anything.
the right, they are short of the line. On the left,
from
the
that
hand
side.
comes away from the ball and contacts the Bulldogs. We have a decision.
It's a knock on.
Kyo Wicks thought he might have scored his first try in the NRL. And those from the Asquith Magpies will have to wait for the moment. As close as that. Extending the lead here to at least 8 instead of to knock on. The Bulldogs will bring it back to centre field, 10 out from their own line to get things back underway. Bit of a stop-start beginning to this second half.
Yeah, they should have scored there on the back of 2 penalties in a row. Then they got themselves in that attacking zone. Forward for the young fella there. Would have been his first try in the NRL. Bulldogs get the football back.
A push and a scrum from the Seagulls as the Bulldogs work it away. Play it here for Aaron Shop inside their own 20. The ball coming free again, and there Canterbury have put it down. Talking of stop-start. They've barely got through a set of 6 to begin this second half. Manly forced a mistake this time, and they'll pick up from where they left off just a moment ago.
Well, I think it's the number 9, Lachlan Croker, that gets up and underneath the ball there. He's a better defender than what people would think in the middle for Manly. They had numbers in the tackle. A sloppy start to the second half from both teams. Manly now gifted field position.
Bulldogs are 2 from 4 to begin the second half. The Seagulls 3 from 6, both of them 50% completion. Landing the bunker for the mix up with Max Kidd. That really upset us. Man, back in the red zone. Anger at dummy half. Wicks play the ball. Goes through Cherry Evans. Here's Andrew Davey charging hard. A few moments with his hands in the first half. No problem here, though, as Croker keeps it going to the right-hand side through Walker and Foran.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Nobody in front of him. There's some speedsters coming. Weeks is trailing him. So is Tolucola. The Fox ran interference, and shot goes the length of the field. The Bulldogs are back in business at 16 points all and a heads-up play by Aaron Shot.
After a sloppy start to the second half from both sides, Shot brings it upon himself to get off the line and put pressure. They go 2-pass runner. There's the ball there from forward. Shot just stats it out. The chase is on. You see Wicks coming across there, can't foot it with him. Shot. This is the real butcher. Down in the gong area. Scores an 80-metre solo try. Well done. 16 all. Kick the count.
They were going to get him. Wicks can run. So obviously, Tolucola, who was trying to weave in traffic, Josh Adokar pushing up in support, just put himself nicely between the chaser and Aaron Shot. Of course, legally, he's behind the wall, so he can be where he wants to be. Support the man with the football in his hands, and Shot showed a clean pair of heels. He's a solid defender, and perhaps quicker than you first imagined the way he got across the ground there. And it's a heavy track here tonight, given all the rain we've had. And the Dogs gave up 3 tries straight to begin the game. They've scored 3 straight now themselves, and a chance here for Matt Burton to put them in front. And Jake Travojevic just a few moments ago. Now he was hoping that they could send out the likes of Dylan Walker, Kieran Foran, maybe even Marty Tapau unsigned beyond the end of this season and the victory tonight. And Matt Burton, who's been good with his kicking, and stayed perfect, giving a 2-point lead. Only a slight breeze. Sweeping in from the south. The direction he's facing. Strike. Distance not a problem at accuracy just away to the right-hand side. It stays level at 16 points all. Aaron Schopp has got us back when we began, tied up James Hooper.
The scores are locked, Warren, as we see Aaron Schopp intercept this pass. Look, he's had a really strong last month, Aaron Schopp. He shows a clean set of heels here, and he needed to be quick because he had a couple of absolutely genuine lightning speedsters with Tolu Kola and also Kyo Weeks in pursuit. But a strong finish to the season for Aaron Schopp.
The signing Bulldogs to the end of 2024. Third of 3 straight tries has given us quite a contest here tonight to end the season for both these clubs. The Bulldogs win for the 7th time in 2022 in 12th position at the moment. Seagulls is 1 place better than them on 3 more wins at 9 and 14. Dogs get a penalty, things suddenly rolling their way.
Well, they're giving a little bit of a stiff, haven't they? The Manly side after leading 16 points to nil. The scoreboard attended for ages. Full running now, the Dogs. The sniff. The penalty now to Burton. End up around about 40 out from their own line. Here they come, the Dogs.
They struggled to have possession at their own end, working away at those yardage sets. This way to score was off a Manly pass. Now here again, just outside the Seagulls 40. Jackson to play it there. And Marshall King spent some time injury assessment during the first half and cast out without trouble. And so again, as it goes to Burton. There's King. Moving forward, chopped down by Croker. Still set for a long right-hand side shift here. Instead they go back to short side. Burton chips it over the top, and O'Carr is there, beating him with a punch. Tuipulotu was able to make the catch, and well read by the winger. A trick shot down the short side by Burton. Instead, Manly to work it away, and they'll play it here eventually, just outside their own 10.
Well, we've got to try and find some energy now. The Manly side, we had a poor start to the second half. Only on the back of a couple of penalties, they got up the other end. They need to find a way here.
They've used up 4 plays, still only just outside their own 20. Looking for a carry there. Kohler blocks out. Jerry Evans, his own 30, just inside it. Bouncing kick, an awkward one. Water splashing up around the ankles there of Jacob Arillo. He brings it back. Stopped by Ben Travojevic, and the Bulldogs begin at their 30. Just over 14 minutes of play. It's 16 apiece here at Accor Stadium. Full time preview before we take you live to Allianz Stadium. $850 million brand new stadium. The Roosters at home taking on the Rabbitohs. It's one of the great conference.
Around. It's a fascinating game for sure. And so we're here at 13th Beach. This is the 8th hole. I haven't played here before, but you played the Victorian Open here.
Yeah, the
pro
seems to exploit the stand rule. I think they've been willing to go quickly. They've got really good kickers, as you've identified there, Rui, and they can quickly get it down the other end of the ground without turning the ball over. So they've been
all over the place here, some of these players. It was awkward there, the ball splashing up around the eyebrows of Kyo Weeks. He was able to reel it in. Here's Ray Vanguard. He'll take it beyond the 30 for the Seagulls.
Yeah, it's got to take something special there from Daly Cherry Evans to get this Manly team back into the contest. He was so good in the opening 20 minutes. He's got to get himself back into the game here.
Marty Tabau. A good first stint. VB hard-earned index leader. Some time after he left the field as well. He's back on the bench, smiling like a Cheshire cat. Loving it tonight. His final go around with the Seagulls. As things stand, Cherry Evans taking it to the line on the last. Rubbers at the death. He'll put Perez under pressure here. Picks up a nice grab at his shoelaces and then brings it back and stays in the field of play.
Gee, there was a casualty, right? Perez there cleaning up in the back there again for the Doggies. Looks like he might have picked up an ankle injury here. He's hobbling back out to the wing. Play there from Cherry Evans just to keep him alert.
Coming in for a carry, 6 off there, 0 gain by Rockland Croker. Playing a dummy half, finds Spatana Mariner. The Bulldogs on the last here, but up to do the kicking and fire it down into the open spaces as well. It bounces down to Weeks, who plays it off the boot for safety.
Are they yours, please? Can I have one? Oh, dang it. Is there any other one? Is there anything else?
These only had 4 of us.
That's King finally does come from the field. Not quite much the regulation brings it at the moment, courtesy of Rick Bonner.
Bubbles drum and then there's flavored ice
That
cream.
mix-up within this second half.
Would you?
Now,
Huh?
Eat bubble and then flavored ice cream.
We're through Lewis, who's now Walker forward, but
Maybe it's
jamming in though.
maybe you could never buy ice cream.
That was ball and
Yeah, whatever.
Cherry Evans puts it
Good. No, you still you owe me one. Yes, because I gave one Monday and that. What?
Everyone. If it was just me, then I'll be very
He took good speed at the back, hasn't he? Never realised.
But not everyone else took. It was especially you and then he had one.
Walker was the only chaser through there for Manly. Those little effort areas, they've got to pick up this Manly side. It's been all the Bulldogs.
There is Garaz, who takes it back to 40. Now putting heavily there to tackle it. Mori Alakawatu. Addo do some dancing, but nothing opening up for him. Hangby Jr. gets a breather and heads back to the bench himself. Changing in, Chris Patola out there now for the Bulldogs, who play it to Marshall King. Burton putting it up in the air. End over and kick out towards this right wing coming forward. Vaanga did well to make the catch. And sliding, and he comes up with possession securely, and now to Vojevic. Brings it back midfield. Might have been slipping over. To his credit, he bounces back to his feet. And to Olodu it is.
Finding a way to man inside. To get him into the game here, Olakawatu, you know what a damaging ball runner he is, one of the best in the NRL.
We'll find the line here, and the Bulldogs work it away from just outside their own 20. Not quite midway through this second half. Warren Smith, Steve Blocker Roach, James Hooper with you, bringing the first of 2 games tonight. Roosters and Rabbitohs beyond this at Allianz Stadium, and the NRL Telstra Premiership Grand Final returns, of course, to Sydney right here at Mackle Stadium. It's on NRL and, of course, NRLW teams battling it out for glory. Takes months of hard work to get there, and tickets are available for just $59 until the 5th of September. So buy now and save. Secure your dad, perhaps the ultimate Father's Day gift. Father's Day this Sunday, Bobby. What's your order in?
Nearly Father's Day every day for me.
You can head to nrl.com/tickets blocker and pick up a couple of tickets for the big one. Here's the Bulldogs on this right-hand side. Fontana Mariner takes it across the halfway line. The world's luckiest man. Here's Marshall King. Ryan Jackson. Tomo on that left-hand side. About 35 metres out. And it's Burton to once again do the kicking. For the old no floater, or no spin. This is a real floater, this one. Bucking around, comes back here in the end. Bounces up to the Seagulls, and the Lewis ends up with it, and it's taken. Was it? No. In fact, they were offside, inside the 10 on the chase.
Lewis was the only man with a little bit of urgency to get onto that ball there. Again, a dangerous kick going up by Burton. Allowing the ball to bounce. A couple of penalties here in the second half to get them off their own goal line. They've really struggled here.
Lewis will play it. Back at the halfway line they are. Forward. Two. Burton there, who's had His hands full with the big back rower. Did well on this occasion though to Powell. He takes it up and some meters after contact as well from Marty. Plays it quickly enough for Croker. Every chance for Schuster. Right thigh very heavily strapped. In front of it. Now Ford. Goes out the back to Davey, taking the look the sideline there by Braden Burns. And Manly have one more. End from dummy half. He'll find Foran, who chips it across the face of everybody, flying high. It was touched by the Bulldogs and knocked down. And Manly will get 6 more plays.
Yeah, I thought he might have got the second grab on it there. There's a crossfield kick there from Foran. I don't know who it was that couldn't clean it up. I think it might have been Waddell. Yes, it was. He's the man that knocks the ball on. Look at the reaction from the bench. All about blokes who love winning.
Surgically repaired right hand of Jake Trbojevic getting quite a workout there. Like Tiger Woods in a fist pump in the players' boxing supporting Serena Williams in the last 24 hours. Tiger was pumped, so is Jake. They both love their golf. Here is BCE coming back towards where the scrum was just dispersing. As a result, there was nowhere to go. They'll play it 10 metres out. Coming up, big shot there with Dell. They're taking the face off to Lewis. He's going nowhere. Now Schuster. There's some ball playing to Powell. Fended away Flanagan. Came again. Santana Mara was able to wrap up Marty. Now Davey. Goes from Foran. Schuster. Cherry Evans. Big head fake. No one falling for it though on the line. And they're still just 5 metres out. 2 plays remaining in their set. Foran again. Quick attack there and Marshall King. He couldn't do so. Good work by Marshall King. Seagulls on the last. Cherry Evans stays alive. Grubbers well. Flanagan under pressure. Had to take it out. Davey was coming quickly.
Well, the next best result. Getting a forced line drop out now. Good chase through. Flanagan with good vision there. Just cleans it up there at the back for the doggies. Knocks the ball dead in goal.
That's all happening. Things really ramping up out there. Allianz Stadium. Roosters fans. A massive number. Likewise, the Rabbitohs fans. Fancy dresses, aren't they? Don't give the cheerleaders perhaps the brand new stadium. Juggle there. Tolu Cole did really well for the Seagulls. And Schuster at dummy half. Sends the Manly side deep on the attack. Lewis takes a carry. And playing here for Croker. Goes back to Schuster, players in motion. Cherry Evans is going in one direction, Olakau'atu in another. And the replacement forward/5'8" held on to it. Olakau'atu got a hand on the grubber. He put it down cleanly as well, and Manly out back in front.
Yeah, just that soft touch there. They can mix their kicking game up pretty well with Foran. This time it was Daly Cherry Evans just getting on that blind side. He chased hard. He knew it was on Olakau'atu. That's his 10th try of the season, the big back rower. From dummy half, they knew it was on straight away. And Carr gets beaten with the ball, had to turn around and chase. They ordered that pretty quick, didn't they?
Well, of course, the bunker can take a look, but no, he gets the ball down there and it was on the greasy surface. Just plants it down with enough force that it makes it fire out the front there. No trouble there for Molly Olakau'atu, who's quite the athlete, as we know. The Union player, volleyball player, who plays hoops as well. He's got the height, he's got the power. There's no doubt about that. He's made 20 points to 16 here. Kick to come, and we have just inside 15 remaining.
Yeah, just that little bit more ability there, and just the understanding, the experience of Cherry Evans hitting in the dummy half. Olakau'atu knew exactly what was on. Addo-Carr had to turn and chase. There was no way he was going to get there when Olakau'atu was full running like that. And he scored the first try of the second half.
Cherry Evans to make it a converted try the difference. Not a bad strike. It just fades away to the right-hand side. Stays at 20. Point to 16, 14.5 remaining, James.
The experience of Daly Cherry Evans there, Warren, kicking early in the tackle count, down the short side, and Kamali Olakawadu did the rest. And we spoke to Jake Trebojevic earlier. You mentioned the fact that he's had surgery on that right hand. He did confirm that he will be fit and he will be available for the Kangaroos at the World Cup tour if Melbourne Ingerox can pick him. Great news for the Kangaroos.
I think it is. I think given the that squad to go to the World Cup, of course, during October and November in the UK. 61 games on it live, right here on Fox League also. DePauw takes it forward, play a 20 out from the Manly line. Croker. And that's with the hands of Schuster, who's playing a walker roll at the moment.
Yes!
He's got Cherry Evans with him. They come back to the middle where Weeks hits the
Oh,
tackle,
dang
taken
it.
down eventually by Marshall King. Recovered offence by the dummy half. Here's a kick over the top, chasing through. Foran is there. Again cleaning up. Was that Marshall King again? He got back there to clean up not once but twice. What a piece of play by the player bound for the Redcliffe Dolphins in 2023.
Yeah, he's got speed. He can get across the ground, can't he? Olakawatu again with a good bust. Beats away from Burton. The support came. Then the quick play to ball. There is the tackle there from Marshall King.
There goes Sean here. Does it break the plane? That's important. The referee thinks it might have.
It's going to be a scramble, Bulldogs.
And yes, they get the ball back. Manly don't play at it, but the ball in flight broke the plane, the imaginary plane, above the 10-metre line, and it was play on. And Kieran Foran blowing up, can't believe it. And he's saying to some of his teammates, that had to be our ball.
There's a weird one, that one. You see where the touch judge ended up.
With the spiral on the dropout there from Matt Burton, he says, surely they crossed the line, and the referee agreed with him. But it's Breeze blowing it back towards that man, Matt Burton. He's an incredible kicker. Martin, see some of the bombs he's put up in 2022. Talamara playing here. They go back to Allianz. Build-up continues on. Rooster Wilson has headgear all the rage out there tonight. Rabbitohs and Roosters. That is next. You see it ad-free, cheering play, of course. The only place to do that is here on Fox League. It's going to be tremendous. The Bulldogs work it away here at the stadium, and there's Burton, another kick this time, a variation, going down towards Weeks, who's been well tested, and for the most part, they stood up under the pressure. This is first full crack, fullback roll tonight. Chance of the bench last week, and that will be signed by the Raiders. They're on track at the moment to finish the season, break this 6-game losing streak, mind you. Games is going in, defends away even for Raiders, the Bulls going. Foran pushing up in support. And that almost at the halfway line. During that run of 6 straight losses, the Seagulls have been outscored 198 to 72. Almost 200 points in 6 straight games. Here's Cherry Evans. Defence improved tonight against the Bulldogs, who struggled for points in this run towards the end of the season. Foran putting it high in the air, pressure here on Aberrilla. He uses his body to protect the ball, and then makes the catch. Bowler makes the tackle, and O'Carr hands it off to Aaron Chop, who was wrapping around the back. They'll try and drive him back, though.
The Seagulls lead 20 points to 16 so far. Pretty good. That's really good. But
Last game of the season. They need to wind up and get up the other end and try and put some pressure on.
They own the final game of the regular season. 6 wins to their tally over the last 2 seasons. 3 in 21 for win-losses last year, and again in the COVID hit comp of 2020, they also won just 3 times. So they've done a bit of tally from both of those seasons. I guess it's baby steps at the moment, but bigger things expected once Williami kicked out and Reed Martin and Ryan Sutton all over as well. And Josh Reynolds back in the fold, the trainer trial contract for the off-season, a veteran. Time favourite Bulldogs.
Well, if they're going to have a look at the way he trains, there's no better trainer than Josh Reynolds. So they're going to have a look and see if he's still got it in the off-season. I'm sure he'll come prepared. Give himself every opportunity.
See if we get a new coach, Cameron Silverado. Moved from 16th last season to 12th coming into tonight's game, the Bulldogs. Here's the Seagulls. Junior has cleaned up 2 for his trouble in 1 shot. Last play here. What's happening in the set? Cherry Evans with kick charge down by Dirk. We'll give the ball back to Andy again for 6 more plays.
Put on a little bit of pressure there, don't we, Cherry Evans from Burton. Football back.
Is it the ball? Double-edged sword, isn't it? The old charge down. Can work out beautifully for you if the bounce goes in your direction. Also puts you under increased scrutiny, which is where they find themselves now. 35 out. On the Bulldogs line on the Seagulls. Forward comes out the back. Chance here for Weeks. Weaving and running. Still going. Taking the touch eventually. Well worked by Burns and also Amarillo coming across in cover. Boy, he's quick across the ground though, isn't he? Kyo Weeks is watching dummy, showing it, beat Carraz. Good work by Burns though to stay with him.
Yeah, in these sort of conditions too, you're going to try and stay away from the sideline, but gee, he looks like a find for the Sea Eagles. Weeks, as you said, he's got a couple of gears. He took off there. Defence there from Braden Burns.
Of course, he signed through to the end of 2023. Kyo Weeks, and he's probably at least 3rd as far as fullbacks are concerned, behind quite obviously Tom Trbojevic and then Ruben Garrick, who played early fullback this year before suffering a shoulder injury, which ended his season prematurely. He played a regular game with the Seagulls. A chance of finding an option somewhere else to get in our real time. Now Burton again, striking the belly of the ball this time. Another lovely old kick, tough on the handle. Man of the line of Weeks makes a good catch there. Flat pass, play on. Trbojevic gets away from Carraz, comes towards Pango Jr. to all boy. I think the grab here quickly as opposed to taking him on. Always a good option.
You're not the sort of bloke that you look up and you think, oh, I should run a little bit faster.
Great. Obviously on his right-hand side, where the player eventually to try and, or rather, DeLewis trying to make himself a penalty. Here is Schuster now. No, he lost the grip on that one and not good on. It's been good money to bounce tonight. A bit expensive there, and that's probably not the strongest part of his game. And he's facing his own goal on the ball, travels towards the Bulldogs line instead.
Yeah, I think Marty's at his best when he rolls his sleeves up and attacks the defensive line rather than trying to be a ball player. Albeit the ball was not the best there, went behind him.
Oh, who's that?
Shovel it out.
Who's that?
There from the Manly team.
6 minutes remaining here. First of 2 games, Friday night footy on Foxfield. It's great to have your company. And remember, beyond this one go from Allianz Stadium.
I want to see the Dogs have a dig here. Only 4 points behind. Still enough time on the clock. They've just got to change the way they're playing. Just running out stuff. You need to attack Manly here.
Getting out dummy. Pass goes to ground. Played up by Braden Burns, who comes back to David. They'll play it inside the Manly 40, but they're out near the sideline here. Perhaps to give him some field position. It's Magno Junior who does it now. He's tipping it on. Marshall King from sideline to sideline. They were trying to go until it hit the deck. Shot cleans it up. They went 60 metres one way, came back 60 metres the other way. Now's the last. Put up by Flanagan. Burton doing the chasing. He's there. Catch it backward.
Yes! Oh! Oh yeah! It's about to be a 2-point ball game now. Mom, if they miss, Mom, it's 4 minutes away from going points. Yeah, because if they... But Mom, the bunker has a lot to check out there because I think it might be knocked on by both teams here. And it's raining right now in Sydney, Mom. Hey.
Great offload. And Flanagan on the spot. The doggies are in.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah, they're not knocked on by the Bulldogs, Mom. It was knocked on by the Seagulls. Yeah, it was knocked on by the Seagulls, so it is play on. And Mom, it's gonna be quite funny, Mom, because they had to the Seagulls won by a point last in round 3, Mom. It will be the same. It has to go down for like a field goal.
This is where he plays again, but these sort of situations, what scores, they get the opportunity to win the game, 10 metres in, from the touchline.
What?
Like his chances here.
I want to play. Oh.
And because we're going out for lunch on Sunday.
Sunday?
No, you can't shoot a shower tomorrow night.
Knocking the ball forward to play on by Junior.
Yep.
Backing up.
Yeah. And Mom, the team has been doing good kicking from the sidelines tonight.
To speak of being at the moment, certainly Williams has completely stopped by the looks of things a few times in the game. And a 2-point lead with 4 remaining. Big kick here for that third. Bulldogs searching for a win now the second of the season.
Oh, that could be golden point there.
We are locked up at 20 apiece. Do you fancy doing some overtime block?
Doesn't matter, mate.
Then it'll be the second time that because it will be the second time in the row there. Because but around 3 that it almost went to golden point, but I think possibly we have some unfinished business. That do you still think Bulldogs will win? There?
And it's important for the Bulldogs to get through this set, not to make a mistake and give the Seagulls a chance of kicking a field goal from Wojcic's range. Burns play. Here is Max King. Again with confusion. You get a doctor who's got to continue to take it from the field. He's won 14 times, eventually stayed off the field. By Taylor Mariner.
Golden point there. I love when golden point comes.
Got the play. Scored try before half time, importantly from Danny Harvey's speed. Quick play with the put up again. Terrorising Coyotes coming forward.
Oh no! You stupid black coconut!
The Bulldogs celebrate and they'll have a chance here. The next couple of plays, they'll take the black pointer and snatch the game at the deck. He's been so good. 20-year-old Kyo Weeks here tonight, but that's a big mistake there.
And you can see that in Matt Burton, he put a little bit of extra effort into that kick.
went a lot higher and just floated. You've got to feel for the kid at the back there. Here's the chance right in the middle of the park here. I think they'll wait to the last tackle.
Well, they can go off the scrum feed. Burke with the right-hand side. Put through the hands to begin with. Just work it into position. That's, of course, if they are thinking back of 1 point. You imagine so. Marshall King. Play the ball back. Once they get to the Manly line, once they get inside the 10, the advantage becomes Manly's. Not much close for the ball. Here's Burke out the back.
Oh, what for the 1 point? He has kicked it.
8 points to the sky, and Matt Burton puts the Bulldogs in front.
So he's a pretty player, this bloke. Have a look how calm he is. Sets himself. Third tackle. They go back. Work back into the middle. Left foot up. Hits it sweetly. Running to power, trying to put the pressure on. As soon as that ball left his boot, you can see him start to celebrate there. Look at that. He knows he's got it. What an effort. 16 nil now down. The Bulldogs in this game. Would have been easy to throw the towel in, but they haven't. Last game of the season, and they're in front.
Just under 90 seconds remaining in the game. Second career field goal.
Yes! Yes!
Key signings for Bulldogs in 2022. And Perez flying here, the ball going back in the contest. The Dogs end up with it through Braden Burns. He gets an offload away, Flanagan. And there's a free play for them. If you
That's a
like.
score, Mum.
And Tyler Marin bringing it back almost to the halfway line. They can just about get to full time here, especially if Manly don't get off the tackle player in situations like this. Dylan Walker, when you want to be complaining, you want to get home knocked off. Precious seconds ticking away here for the Seagulls, and then you want to force a mistake. You can play the ball's happening a bit quicker than that first one. Max King. And the night in many ways leads the VB hard-earned index. Angelo Jr. to play the ball, keep looking up, sees himself in the Richmond numbers. That's all about. He's been good here this evening. Takes the carry.
Yeah, the 30 seconds on
Just outside the 30. 25 seconds remaining. The Dogs take a 4-game losing streak. It's 7 straight losses for the Seagulls to win 2022. That is quite incredible. Given where they were just on 2 months.
I'm going to take that because I'm going to go around to a fucking
Marshall King looking
turn
for
the
the
I'll take it, turn the Just what I mean. Turn the
forward. Down on the edge.
I told you Ken Greenwood.
Hey, Buddha! On a kit. We won.
He gets the W because at full time here tonight, the Bulldogs 21 have beaten the Seagulls 20.
The Bulldogs have clawed themselves back from 16-0 deficit, and it was Matt Burton's group that secured the 7th win of the season for Canterbury, ending 2022 on a positive note. Of course, we'll have more exclusive reaction in our post-game show, but right now, this is the game we've all been waiting for. At the stadium we've watched being built over the last 2 years, Corey Parker, Cooper Cronk and Greg Alexander is finally here. The Rabbitohs and the Roosters at Allianz as we are prepared to reveal more history. Fellas, despite the other way this week, get your bottom dollar when kickoff arrives, Cooper. Nothing but hate out on that field.
Yeah, so I think both teams will deliver in the contest. I think it's interesting to find some both teams.